All right, race number 2, grand finals action coming up. Going over to Claystone again, 13 laps. Just a few more checkpoints on this one than the last track. So it's going to end on 131 this time around. But yeah, 13 laps again. I don't know why it worked out, but the lap times were just like close enough on these tracks for all the races to be 13 laps and it not be too bad. No heat races this time around. We're just sending it in for these last 2 motos with the classic invert cheese. For these last 2 motos of the night and the season as a whole. So let's go through the starting order. It's going to be right to left. Coop, Matt, Armada, Hunter, Camby, Vulcan, Soul, Roman, Detail, Solange. Luke going to throw the nade for 13 laps here at Claystone. And we're green. See this first turn, very important. See how it plays out. Oh, wow. That is a way to start the race. Going into replay action already. That makes a lot of sense now. That makes a lot of sense. So, Camby just getting hit with the, just going low. And yeah, unfortunately, that rumble, you want to, at that point, Camby would have had to rail it. He would have needed his tires over the left, but just a little too late, decided to go to the right. And yeah, that sucks. That entry is just unfortunate. That's going to cause some issues. Cammy's going to have a really rough start. Awesome wall cheese up front. Some dives being made. What's going on there? Coop's still holding on to the lead. Multiple 3 wides. Multiple 3 wides. Keeping it going. 3 wide again. It's going to be close. More 3 wide action going into the bridge. Oh, and T-Tail gets pinched on the outside. That sucks. That's going to be another big move. So Camby going down hard in the start. And now Detail 2. Let's see. Look at this one. 3 wide battle. And yeah, it just gets pinched out on the outside. That's unfortunate. Camby's going to make contact. That's going to be a really rough start. It's going to be a recovery race. Probably a couple people going for jokers. Coop, I think Armada in that one, and Vulcan going for jokers. Oh my god. Coming out right in front of Camby. And yeah, the early joker might not be the play on this one. I think it's a little more doable on Road America. Yeah, we have varying degrees of jokers on these tracks. And I'd say Road America's is probably the least time that you lose on the Joker. This one is the most. And then the next track that we're going into, I'd say, is probably somewhere in between. Yeah, somewhere in between. Gotta be slower than Road America's, I would think. But I don't know. Road America is such a long straight. You lose all that momentum. I don't know. Hunter's going to lead down lap 1. We have an interesting set for the race because, again, that was such a rough crash. Oh, what the hell was that? I don't even know who that was. All right, the cheese continues. So, Hunter leads down the first lap. Soul second. Roman third. Who crashes? Maybe right here? Oh, another... this one for Coop, another hit on that rumble. Oh my god, and he goes down brutally. Well, that's going to be another one down. Man, that is a rough crash right there for Coop. Battles here. Still going to get by Vulcan on that one, and we got a 2 wide over here. We got a 2 wide right there as well. It's Armada and Camby. Armada going to take that. A battle over here. What was that? That's it's actually, is it Hunter and Luke? Luke in third, Hunter in second, Soul going to the lead. Interesting early Joker, which again I don't think is the play on this one, but Luke gonna go for it, and yeah, this is gonna be rough because look at this. That's a massive pack. You have another driver going for that Joker, but that first Joker down. But look at that, all that track position, all that in front of you. This is one of those examples where spotting the track would probably help. The early Joker, definitely not the play on this one. I think Road America, you can kind of get away with it. Albert Park should have a good mix, but this track, definitely not the play. I think that's what we saw with the other people in the early lap. Something was that, or unless Soul, maybe Soul took his Joker too. There's no way. Maybe he must have lost something. Either way, Roman gonna lead this lap down. So Roman gonna lead the second lap. Hunter still in second. Let's launch up to the podium spot already. Soul. Oh, Matt makes contact with a rumble. It's gonna get him unsettled and gonna get passed up a few times on that one. Gotta be that rumble is just absolutely destroying everybody this race. It's multiple people. That rumble is just taking him down. Unfortunate there. Oh, what the cheese! It continues. What a cheese fest of a race. Well, what happens here? Hunter, I think, setting up for his Joker, and him and Detail both so hard on the dish. Detail keeps it on 4 wheels. Luke gonna slip by. Hunter wanted to go for the Joker, but he's gonna get brought with Luke, so Detail's just gonna decide to go for the Joker with how much time he already lost. But yeah, when Luke got by Hunter, it kind of brought him with and does not take the Joker that time. So I think Detail on the bright side, rough start, but I think he is going to have some clean air, and I want to say that first driver done with both. I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say probably that first driver done with both. Still Roman running it down in the lead. Slaunch second, Soul third. Armada, Camby. That is your top 5 right now. It's Luke, Hunter, Coop, Vulcan, I want to say Matt, Detail. That's what we're running with right now. So again, pretty spread out. Like I said, I mean, that's going to happen on this track too, especially with people taking different Joker strategies and how much time it costs you on this track. Not surprising that that's going to be going down. Battle here, Camby looking for it on Armada. Those guys, a couple close pairs back there as well. But yeah, Camby looking for it on Armada, hooking up. I really like that. That was a good run out of Camby right there. Let's try to watch this Joker and the battle at the same time. It's going to be a clean exit there. They're still going at it. And eventually, well, I was going to say eventually it looks like Armada might have it, but Camby still has a nose. Armada just going to dive it in deep and just try to take that spot by force, but Camby's just still right there, and eventually I think Armada will clear him. Really good battling between them there. Oh, Armada a little wide. Not going to lose. Oh, no, he taps the wall. That's going to cost some time on Camby. This might make things interesting. Guys behind are going to have a run here. Luke and Soul. It's going to be Luke to the inside. Let's see how this works out. It's always interesting when we have drivers going side by side in this oval turn. Well, it's going to settle out a little bit, but it still could get spicy. Camby go for that inside. Luke diving down late. It's going to be a nice pass right there. Soul getting a little loose on the exit as well. Good battle action going on. And is that our lead right there? I want to say Roman. Yeah, Roman takes his first Joker. Slaunch moves into the lead again. Yet another race where he's potentially in a win contention here. Roman probably favored right now. Slaunch needs to try to make some gains on track because, again, I'm pretty sure Roman had that lead and has that Joker advantage right now. So it's going to be an interesting situation. You're going to have both drivers with clean air right now trying to rip laps and stay in front of the other while these Joker laps are going down. That was a close exit right there. That was Camby coming out right behind Detail there. His Joker exit. So the closest action we could find on track is right now, probably right here. That's, well, however that pass happened, Luke going to get by Armada there. That's going to move him into the podium spot, but still Slaunch and Roman to track down, but Slaunch doesn't have any Jokers taken. Roman and Luke both have one. Not sure what's going on with Armada and Soul here. I'm pretty sure Soul has one taken. I don't know if Armada does. I want to say he might not. Detail might be the highest up with both. Again, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, interesting Joker strategies coming out in the grand finals. Makes sense, especially because we have, you know, slightly... Oh, that was a big wall hit. Hunter's going to get by Coop with that one. But yeah, makes sense, too, with the, you know, slightly longer races as well. That's kind of makes sense that we'll have a little more variety. The Joker strategy, have a little more room for it with the extra time. And there it is. Slaunch going to go for that first Joker. But interestingly enough, Roman decides to do it as well at the same time. Slaunch going to come out well in front, but Roman's going to finish his Jokers. Where does he come out? Battling. Oh, and this is huge. Oh! That was huge right there, that Armada got that timing on Roman. Oh, man, that might be a mistimed Joker on Roman. He comes out right in the middle of this pack. Maybe he needed a few more laps to clear them. But that's big. Slaunch comes out with clean air. Roman absolutely does not. It's not going to do him any favors. That might be a big moment in the race right there. But that being said, Roman is done with his Jokers. Again, a lot of these guys still have one more to take, including Slaunch in the lead.
Lap complete.
This might work to be a close battle here. Let's take a look at this one. Who's in front here? Vulcan? I can't tell. I can't tell. We'll get a read here in a second. I'm going to see what kind of battle's going on track here. Oh, it's getting spicy up there, too. Yeah, it is Vulcan. Detail chasing down Vulcan. We have a three-way pack here. Roman getting back around Armada. Hopefully we don't get cheesed too hard. Kind of want to see how that happened.
Complete.
Oh, Armada just had an awful exit right there, and look at this. Roman just making up so much time. But honestly, the exit hurt, but that spin out right there, that's what did it. That's what did it. The exit hurt, but he definitely still had the momentum to hold on to the spot. That spin out did him in, so unfortunate mistake there for Roman. Getting spicy here throughout the field. And again, there's not that much time in this grand final. Like a 3-moto grand final is honestly pretty low for what we typically run. So that being said, making up for it with you know, the races and the heats too, quite a bit of length. Okay, I was wrong. Yeah, Detail's supposed to take another Joker. So that's going to be Soul and Detail both finishing theirs here. They're both going to be, yeah, they're both going to be done. Wow, Soul coming out right behind Camby. That's not what he wanted to see. That being said, though, there's still a lot of Jokers to be taken throughout the pack. I want to say there's still some work to be done throughout. Armada, oh well, after the mistake, Armada so far doing a good job keeping up with Roman. He's not that far off. That was a really, like, he had an awful oval exit, had a spin out, but hey, at the end of the lap, he's right there, and it honestly kind of looks like Roman's running it defensively right now to me, which is interesting. Because again, like, wow, Armada not running it defensively, though. He is full on offense at this point. He knows he's in a great spot, especially after that Road America race. Not what he was hoping for. He genuinely has a pretty good chance at a decent finish right here. And that could, you know, that could salvage this grand final. Again, like I said, not as many, you know, grand finals usually pretty high in that race count. Three motos is pretty low, generally, so not much time to waste, I would say. So Slaunch goes for it. Slaunch goes for it. So Luke's going to go to the lead, but Luke still has a Joker to take. Slaunch right there in second is done. Roman is done, and that's the big thing, I would say, is that Slaunch came out in front of Roman. And remember, Luke's trying to get ahead of Roman from what we saw where they were when their Joker interval happened. So Luke's like trying to pass Roman with the clean air right now. And Slaunch came out in front of Roman, so Slaunch is looking pretty good right now. It's going to have to be a hard charge from Luke these last 5 laps to try to make this one interesting. But yeah, definitely coming out in front of Roman there might be a big play. Slaunch in a good position in this race.
Lap complete.
Soul and Detail somehow finding each other again. Looking like that'll be a battle. That's a rough drift right there. Not what you want to see. Armada going to lose some time on that one. Soul with it, too. This might get spicy. Yeah, that's a lot of momentum. Oh! I respect the idea. Not going to make the pass happen, but that was definitely an attempt right there. That battle is heating up. Again, with 5 laps to go in the race. Like I said, makes up for it a little bit. You know, we have the heat races. Don't always do that in the grand finals. Ran the heats in the beginning for this one. And on top of that, these motos are pretty long compared to what we run in those, 6 moto, 8 moto grand finals that we've done. So definitely still a lot of on-track time for these races. Probably pretty close to 20-minute motos of like on-track time, jokers slowing it. It's probably pretty close to 20 minutes, I would say, is what we're running here. Pretty lengthy. So running it down, Luke gonna lead another lap, but again, trying to make up that gap to Solange right there. Roman chasing down Armada, Vulcan, but Armada and Vulcan still have at least a Joker, maybe Jokers to take. That being said, though, oh no, the spin out again. But that being said, I mean, they're like, this is the best position they've been in all night so far, so they're gonna be trying to take advantage of it. And it's a brutal track too. Like, we've seen it this race, so many mistakes coming out from people all over the field. It's just a very easy track to do something that looks like a minor mistake, and then it just costs you a crap load of time. Very easy to do, and the oval turn very tricky. Could definitely make up some time and lose some time there. We see some people pretty good on it. We see some people having some rough runs there. I've seen some wrecks there. Seen some pretty big drifts there. Yeah, passes, lots of passes being made, stuff like that. It's an interesting track. Battle's still going on. Oh, that's close. Still gonna get that exit run there. Yeah, going down to 3 laps to go now. Yeah, it's hard to say, but it honestly looks like the Luke and Solange gap is maintained so far. Hasn't really grown or lost too much. So with how much the Joker costs you, I mean, that's not gonna do it. Luke and Roman might be interesting though. That one might be interesting, but Solange so far, unless he has a really bad last 3 laps, he looks like he might have this one covered. Let's see if we can close it out. Could be huge too. Lots of second places. I want to say one of them coming here throughout the regular season. Not able to get that top step, but right now looking like it's possible. Here on Claystone. Just got to run again. Just got to run another clean 2.5, 3 laps. Soul and detail, and some Jokers will still be coming out there. I definitely got to get that oval version of this track. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need that. Definitely wanting the oval track. Got to make sure this turn 2 exit is just as conky though. It's the best part. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Lap complete.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly think Luke and Solange are both picking up time on. I think they're running pretty close, but I think they're both picking up time on Roman. It feels like they've gapped Roman a lot. Like, their gap has stayed pretty close, but I feel like Roman's been mega gapped the last 3 laps. So, thinking Luke might have that spot ahead of Roman locked up. But again, Solange is keeping pace and just doing what he needs to do. Take a big mistake, and they're running out of time for that to happen. We're going to be coming to white flag next time by, so see how that plays out. And probably some last-second Jokers. Luke's probably going to wait to the last lap. I want to say some of these guys in the mid-pack still have, potentially want to take here. Big mid-pack battle going on right here. Detail trying to get some spots back. It's Vulcan and Soul in front. Armada probably went for some Joker action because we don't see him anymore. Yeah, there he is. Probably went for some Joker action. Coming to the end. That might have been a decent lap, but again, it's hard to tell. Again, I feel like this Luke Solange gap stayed pretty close, but They're definitely both running up on Roman, though. I feel like that gap was pretty close a few laps ago, and now Roman's like almost the entire straightaway behind them.
Lap complete.
So we'll see how it works out with the Joker. Again, I want to say Solange probably has this covered for first, but Luke and Roman will be the interesting one. Look at this. Run on the inside. Well, let's see what happened with that one. So I wonder if Soul had a... Where did Soul go? I want to see what happened with this little like top 5 battle going on here. Soul's over here with Armada. Okay. What? I don't know what happened with him. Maybe I thought he was done with Jokers. I don't know. But Detail chasing down Vulcan in front, I want to say. And look at this. Vulcan. Oh my god. Vulcan has such a bad last lap run, and Detail has to swerve super aggressively to avoid it. But that's unfortunate, man. Last lap, Vulcan had that gap. But yeah, that was a really rough run. Oh no. The wall action. Really rough run on the oval exit and just not making it happen there in the last lap. Let's go back up to the front. All right, well, let's see how this plays out. Been wondering it. Last lap, here comes the second Joker. Yeah, you can tell Sanch is way too close. He's going to have this covered for sure. Let's see how close that ends up being with Roman. There it is. Sanch going to make the pass. And yeah, well in front of Roman too. So Luke's going to come out second, Roman third, and this is looking like it'll be the order. And that was a big pass for Detail. It's going to move him into fourth. Vulcan goes back to fifth. Soul fell back to sixth. No Jokers in the last lap for these guys. Yeah, that was a pretty big pass right there. Here we go. One more time through the oval turn. I think he's going to have it locked up. Long time coming on the season, but this time, finally going to get it done. Solange going to take the win on Claystone. Luke second, Roman third. The podium on this one, Detail fourth. And pretty close, but Vulcan fifth, Soul sixth. Oh my god. Armada holds them off. 7th, 8th, 9th, Armada, Hunter, Camby. That got close at the end. How did that end up being so close? Coop bringing it home. Matt bringing it around. We'll do a sky view. Get this this last lap action going. Yeah, they'll all line up here. So going through it again. Let's slam it down for the points. So, and we'll set the stage for the last race too. So, Solange finally getting it done. Long season of getting second places and podiums. Finally gets it done. Takes the moto win here in the grand finals. Great time to do it. Here at Claystone, Luke taking second, Roman third, Detail fourth, Vulcan fifth, Soul sixth, Armada seventh, Hunter eighth, Camby ninth, Coop 10th, and Matt 11th, and then you guys a little update so you know what the picture looks like going into the final race. We're going to be going into Albert Park. It's going to be an interesting one. No heat races on it. Literally first racing laps on that track. We're going to get some practice action, but first racing laps on that track going to be grand finals last race. That's, again, there's been some races like that this season. This is another one where it's like kind of a wild card. So Albert Park street track, very tight, very technical. Going to be an interesting one to close it out. The points going into it, Solange and Luke in a tie for the lead for the grand finals, 32 apiece. Roman and Detail in a tie for third, 27 apiece. Vulcan and Soul in a tie for fifth, 23. Armada and Hunter in a tie for seventh. And Camby as well. Armada, Hunter, Camby, which was that order, by the way, in that last race, 18, 18, 18. And Coop and Matt, 13, 13. Insane. Literally everybody in a tie in points. And having a points battle going into the last race. That's what we love to see. Literally everybody having a points battle to look at going into this last race in the night. So there you go. The stage is set. We'll see how it has to go. As far as the win goes, Roman and Detail are the dark horses going into this one. They're going to need some magic. It's probably going to be between Slaunch and Luke. Roman and Detail going for that podium spot. And then, yeah, it's going to be Vulcan and Soul duking it out for that last top 5. Armada, Hunter, Camby. They're so close. Coop and Matt, super tight. Everybody having a points battle. Let's see how it all shakes up and head over to Australia. Albert Park, close it out.